1,000 games and this much, and I got to play him in a tournament. And I'm like, you're not playing him in a tournament. You're matched up against him for this hole. Right? And guess what? If this guy's that much better than you, and you fuck up your drive, and you go into the rough,
shit, man.
You're going to get a birdie. He might get an albatross and you get an eagle, bitch.
Right. No, I mean, hey, I will tell you right now that if you were out there just the average player and you landed with me or you or anybody on my team, hey, you just won the lottery, dude. You may lose the shootout if they shoot the shootout. But the deal is that when you're on the course, they gave you the best opportunity. The worst that's going to happen to you is that you get a birdie on that par 5 instead of a par. Because they saved you, because they got the eagle, but they had a shot at Albie, and you may have gotten the eagle even because they were that good. So hell yeah, I want the best people I can possibly go against when I'm playing the tournament. You need why? Which account do you have that's hooked up to Facebook?
They're both my big accounts.
Well, hey, pull out one of your big accounts, and I'll play my 77 account against one of your big accounts, and we'll bring out whatever ball we can, and we'll play some Tour 2. Whatever ball you want, like go for it. Like play it like it's in a tournament, whatever you want to play it. Bring out your big boy and friend me at Facebook, because I'm not sure if we're
friends on this one. Let's see, are you online?
Yeah. And I got you on the phone. We can sit here and I can record some video of us playing.
I gotta figure out how to do this one here. I'm not good at this. All right, play golf. Play with friends. Oh, I gotta connect to Facebook. Okay, just hold on a second. I gotta. As I say it. Fuck me, dude. All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go 2 or 2, eh?
Yeah.
I'll crush you at 2 or 2. Yeah. I'm playing 2 or 2 too much.
I will. Hey, dude. Let's. No. So I will say this, and I'm not making any excuses. Hank kicked my ass, but we were out there practicing. And I think I lost I think I'm at like 12 to 18 against him right now. But I will say that we played pretty evenly because we were practicing. But like if we were going toe to toe, he would beat me more often than I beat him because he hits perfect so often. Like you can't if he's in the rough, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's in the sand. He hits perfect shots. And so when he's up close, overall Hank will beat me, have a winning percentage. But I could definitely give Hank a run for his money because I know how to play these holes, and I know how to play for the, I know ways to come at them that aren't just like normal textbook type stuff because I play totally different when I play one-on-one, and I know how to get up there on these holes with lower level stuff. But Hank would beat me overall. I think he's a better player than me because he hits perfect more often. So.
Yeah. But Hank is funny because when Hank, and you just said it, you were playing like friendlies against him, right? If you play friendlies against Hank, you're fucked because he has got the shootouts so dialed in with that goddamn Goliath on these lower holes, and it's a Goliath, and he's got them dialed, baby. Like, I don't even know. I said one time.
No, I mean, he's got those shootouts dialed in, but I've got that. The deal is that there's some shootouts that he has dialed in that I'm pretty good at, but he's going to beat me probably 75% of the time.
Yeah.
But there's some of those shootouts that I have dialed in because we got into. There was 2 shootouts that he was like showing me a rough bump. And we were talking on the phone just like me and you are. So he was walking me through it. And then there were some of the holes that like I have a shot on this hole. I don't need you to fucking you better catch up to me, buddy, because on these par 3s I've got the shot.
Guess what? We're 0-0, buddy.
And where are we at? What name are you?
You want to start this recording or something?
Yeah, no, I'm recording right now. So
right.
I started it just a few minutes ago. Here we go. Right here. Kings of Golf against After work studs. Look at that. After work studs. Jesus.
Said, we're drinking beer.
After work suds. Okay, I can believe that. I can believe that.
All
right, we got Dale. Hey, I'll introduce we got Dale Appleby here, and we're gonna play some one-on-one, and we're talking on the phone at the same time. So me and Dale have been talking about strategy stuff. I'm trying to convert him over to the dark side. I'm trying to convert Dale over to the dark side on those max overpower hook shots. I'm trying to get him to teach me how many rings over I'm supposed to go so I can find my starting spot faster. And then I'm trying to convince him that in tournaments you need to pick a freaking spot and make a wind adjustment.
Well, here we go. We'll do.
This is the. Yeah, but bring out a Kingmaker. Hey, just let it time out if you don't have enough time. Bring out a Kingmaker and let's
go 10, 20. Well, no, we'll just show you how this is done. This is easy.
Okay, so you're going 20 out.
28.
So you're going, your ball guide's facing right on that cut of the rough. Let's see if we can get the shot here. You're using a katana.
Do you know what? I set up the wrong way. I went 5 rings too many.
No, so we'll do the deal. So you're set up there that many. So I'll go 5 rings in. What club were you using for a driver?
That was a Rock 7, I think. Rock, it might have been a Rock 8. I don't know. Rock. Yeah.
You were right here. You were right there. So we're going to be 5 rings off of that.
Yeah.
So we're white ring off the transition on that cut line.
You got a little bit less wind than I do, but that shouldn't make a big deal with this 1.5 to 2.2 mile an hour. That's like what? Half a ring? Let's see. Watch him kick my ass here. Get her.
Well, no, I got to see your shot, so we'll see if going in 5 rings, because we needed to go to the right.
Oh, you hit that perfect, buddy.
Yeah, and but the deal is if you bring a Kingmaker and you hit a straightforward shot, you can actually get farther up there.
Yeah, but
you can get all the way up to the front.
I was halfway going to hit that shot, and then I heard you say, "Hey, we're going to."
No, but this area that you're in right here is kind of the area that you're normally in, so you have to kind of maneuver around those trees. And I don't worry about that tree at all. I don't even worry about that ball guy, because the deal is I'm going to bring curl, because you usually don't have enough with a marlin. You don't have enough curl here, so I don't worry about that, or side spin. So I don't worry about that tree. I just curl it around and just lay it up.
Well, I think I'm going to have enough wind push.
Yeah, you got enough.
Let's play 2 rings. Should be enough wind push, and that tree's far enough back. I shouldn't hit the tree, but you never know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get that shot in the hole.
Oh, fuck.
And you're in the fuck. Yeah, that's the deal. Fuck around with that. Just add curl into it, bitch. Freaking side spin. What the hell are you doing? It doesn't matter, because I'm making the shot. So I'm a max club. That's a 1.0 per ring.
Nice.
1.0 per ring. So that's 1.6 rings. There's 1.5.
If anybody's watching, the one thing I like about Hot Stream is I'm allowed to smoke on it. I'm the only person that's
you got lucky on that I hit that great, not perfect, because that sucker's in the hole right there. That sucker was in the hole. Oh.
Let's pray to God that we do not get the lottery shootout.
I don't care which shootout. I don't care which shootouts we get. The number one thing is I haven't played these shootouts in forever. This is tour 2. I haven't played these shootouts in forever. So the first thing is all about distance. Because, I mean, think about though, I talk about that on my stream. I mean, how do you feel about that? Or do you think I'm correct? Like, your first thing that you need to focus on when you go to a new tour is on distance. Because if you get your distance right, and you always stop at the shortest spot that you were from the cup, even if you were off to the left or the right, your distance was always right, you're going to win more shootouts. And then you can start worrying about wind adjustments and start trying to dial it in so you can get hole in one. But the first thing you need to get right is your distance.
If you miss, here's the thing. If you miss a hole, I'm going to say 1 square, like 1 yard to the right or 1 yard to the left. But you have perfect distance. You have 1 yard to the left and 1 yard to the right.
Yeah.
Now, if you have too much topspin, too much backspin, your spins are wrong, your distance is wrong, like you just said. You might be 6 yards past or 6 yards short, if that makes any sense. It's all about distance. I agree 100% with you. I have no idea how to play this. What fucking hole is it?
Yeah, it's a long iron shot.
What is this hole?
And I'm going to be my white ring off the transition down there. And I'm just going to dial it up to the cup.
Is this the backspin shot?
No, it rolls a little long too. Going up that hill. And I'm in my Grizzly, so it's max club, so it's 1.1 rings.
This is fun.
I need to turn my grid on.
I won't tell you I got mine on.
I hit perfect. That will go in the hole. That's in the hole. Come on, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. In the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there, man.
What a dog.
I get the distance right on that. Did I get the distance right on that one?
Hey, we're going to do it a different way. Please tell me I have the Saturn on. Oh, I got a stupid grill.
And the deal is that if you went there and you didn't have a way of working out that wind and you didn't work out that wind, you'd be 1.1 squares off. Knowing the wind ring method is big.
You said it's a little bit short, eh?
Yeah, it plays just a tit short.
Oh, I do not like this landing zone. All right, well, it's such a huge adjustment here. Let's try it.
Yeah, it's like a 7/10 of a ring.
Here we go. Let's see if we can match the otter.
Yeah, get in the hole, man. Get in the hole. Let's force a shootout. Get in the hole.
Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm going to come up way short. Oh, it was there, too.
Oh, my God. That was right there, dude.
I just got to grab practice ball.
Close. No cigar. Going against 2,490 trophies. Look at that. 2,409 against my 1,702.
All right. Oh, shit. Sorry, buddy.
What the hell?
Try this again. Play golf.
Here, clear out chests. Make sure we have clear chests so that we're playing, because these are extra mile clubs down here. So, and Grim Reapers.
Oh, give me the Reaper. If you guys haven't checked out my Reaper shot on
let me switch up. Let me switch one of my bags here. I'm gonna take a full utility bag, like of clubs.
I'm gonna be 15 seconds. I gotta run downstairs to get it full. So I am very quickly just going to change up this bag.
Now I'm changing my Apocalypse bag because I have an Apocalypse bag. I'm trying to get used to playing with my Apocalypse because it's not a club that I've really had ever available to me until here just this year. And it's the only bag that I have a Guardian in, and I've got a Saturn and a Claw, so I've got a backspin bag.
Well,
I've got a driver that can get me out there in the right spot, and then I can come out with backspin. Then I have a Big Topper, Big Dog, Grizzly, Hornet bag, and then I have a Rock Sniper, and then I have an extra mile.
I'm putting Saturn on in every bag.
And I'm going to bring my Guardian. I think I'm going to bring my normal go-to bag, which is a extra mile Guardian.
When I play tour play, just so everybody knows, well, it's different with these clubs. It's a little bit different. I literally play every single club the same except for my driver. That's what I do. That's like, but I also have a Falcon 4 on here.
And I'm gonna play with whatever balls available as far as like normal balls.
I'm gonna play.
Like
Right now. Let's do this. Let's play with Quasars.
No, I mean we'll play. Hey, let's play them like we're playing in a tournament, and like some of these holes, like we can bring out Titans, and I'm not gonna bring out any special ball, but I'll bring out any ball I can normally buy in the store.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I have 108 packs of Titans, so I have 977 Titans. So I ain't gonna run out today.
I'm just gonna very quickly trade in my club cards because it just popped up. Actually, didn't just pop up. It was probably there, but there's another trade in 20 minutes, so I want to get this in.
And I'm ready.
And I got a rock cutter, an offloader, or a razor. Are you kidding? Oh, for the love of the deal. Okay, I'm ready now. So let me go find you here. Play golf.
Hell, I can't even find you in here.
And where'd you go?
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there. Yep, I got you.
Oh, you got me.
Oh, shit, you beat me. Oh, back. We're going to play Tour 2.
Play some Tour 2. Let's see if we can get it going.
Great. 1-0 for Otta. I'm guessing you're a hockey fan.
Why?
Just looking at the names in your accounts. You got 99, 77.
No, that came from a totally different deal. So a friend of mine and I, when we were younger, he was in his late teens and I was in my early 20s. And I got to remember this hole. So this is the hole right here. I think I'm my gold ring off the transitional surface with Max. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm at. I'm going to take the wind out, which is one ring. Max over power hook. And see if I can catch that fairway out in front. I got to remember where that spot's at. And I think that's the spot. I think I can come out just a little bit farther.
You're past.
Yep, no, that's perfect. That's exactly where I want. I'd rather be low down here hitting up the hill to the cup because now the cup's almost flat with me than to be at the top and try and have to put that thing down. So that's on and one with a Marlin. And that's all set up. I know exactly where that spot is. I can go to that spot, take the wind out, and bam, I'm on the green.
Shit.
Now you've got to go for it again, bitch.
That works from the second tees. It doesn't work from the front tees.
And now you got to go. Now you got to go for that again. You need me? Hey, do you need me to miss this for you? I asked Hank that, and he got all pissy with me.
If you want to go to shoot it, let's go.
You want to go? You want me to miss this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's play some shootouts. We'll play shootouts.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Don't do that on your stream. We'll do some crazy shots.
Go ahead. Get up there. Get up there. I'm telling you, try my shot. Hey, I guarantee you that if you try my shot, it'll work.
Okay, so you're saying
extra
mile, right?
extra mile.
All right, let's go. Let's try Ott's shot here.
Extra mile, max top spin, max side spin. Go over there and go about half of your orange ring. No, go to the left. Go to the left. Yeah, about half your orange ring in the fairway, half your orange ring on the rough. Take the wind out. You can't take the wind out because it's heavy.
I can't have bad wind, but we'll.
Yeah, and what you do is if it was 2 miles per hour there, you would bring a navigator, so you cut the wind down just a little bit, and there you're on and one.
Well, this is gonna work out good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a setup spot, dude. I don't do that. Those curl shots where you're dicking around with rings, that's only the first time you do that curl shot. After that, you find a spot. You go to that spot, you take the wind out, you do the shot, and you're on the green. Bam. That's the deal. Now. I'm not
like you. If you miss this, I'm gonna make mine.
Yeah, no, I get it. I gave you an opportunity, and this is it.
Wonky your ball guy. I hate that when the ball guy gets wonky. You're a wonky ball guy. Hit the pin.
Hit the pin.
Hit the pin. All right, good shot.
See what I'm saying on that max overpower hook shot? That's the deal. Is I know now. I've been trying to analyze my shot from talking to you, and the deal is that I do exactly what you do the very first time, but after that, I pick a spot, man. That way you can go back on that hole, and if you can remember that spot, remembering that spot's more important than remembering a wind adjustment on some or an elevation adjustment on some green, because you can get on and one every time with a marlin.
But like I totally understand what you're saying. My problem is I play with so many different clubs.
This is the shootout that we were talking about, that they've changed the shootout around so many times. I don't have a spot. I used to go way up here in the front and see how you're almost flat to the hole. You actually have to put on left-hand side spin to bring it up back to the cup. And you're trying to stay at the bottom of that hill, so the hill's not affecting it at all, and you can get right up to it. 1.5. I'm gonna do a 20% wind adjustment. So that's 1.8. Just a little teeny bit. Try and hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect, and see if I can get a hole in one.
I'm guessing you're going to go to the right, or to the left, sorry.
Yeah. So it's probably like a 30% wind adjustment or a 40% wind adjustment. But the deal is that see how that shot goes straight to the cup? The hill's not involved. You don't have any of that slope. The ball does exactly what you want. That's the way that I think we should be trying to come at this hole instead of using that hill. Because you can't see it in the picture, but you can see it right here. You're right at the bottom of the slope, and it's flat. Because I think this is the par 3 that you said you're always getting beat because they're always just a little. But I think if you come at it like this, you're going to be so close that you're going to win more often than not.
So we're going to use your 20% wind adjustment. We're just going to go one ring with this. Oh, we should have went. Okay, never mind. Basically a ring. I should
have been your caddy there, and I should have told you how many rings to go, so we can test that shot. So we can really, but see what I'm saying? You're going to end up that close every time, and that's going to beat those people that involve that slope. And you have total control over that ball because you were using backspin instead of trying to tail it off.
I just never played this hole with these types of clubs, so I'm not used to it.
No, but I mean, if you have lower developed clubs, some of the lower developed clubs, like you don't need a whole lot of backspin right there. But having that little bit of side spin that you can get in a marlin ball will make all the difference because you can put that left-hand side spin or that right-hand side spin on there. I like this hole too. This hole is about 2.5 topspin.
This hole bores the shit out of me.
I like this hole. It's an eagle hole. It's a shot where you can really practice your short iron for eagle. You can really. This is a great hole to practice that shot on.
It's fun with upper developed clubs with the ball guide because you can really see that fun. There's a funnel on this hole, and you can actually see it with the upper developed ball guide.
Yeah, so, but if you use a kingfisher as your short iron, you've got that same upper developed. You've got a 3.6, 3.8 ball guide with 88% accuracy at like level 4 or level 3. So I mean, you have a really killer club in your bag if you've got lower developed stuff in that kingfisher. And you've got your falcon in every one of your bags. You better switch that up.
Hell no.
Oh, you like the falcon. You're one of those guys. I got you. No, I got you. I'd forgotten that the falcon was even in your bag. I suppose when you get it up in way up levels that it gets some shit.
Once it gets to level 4.
But does it ever get ball guide?
It's got more ball guide than my thorn. It's got the most ball guide of any club I got in my bag on this account. Thorn 8 actually surpasses it, but I only have a Thorn 7 on this account. But Thorn 8 does surpass it for ball guide.
I mean, that's the only reason to use the thorn over a claw is because of the ball guide. Because the thorn's more accurate. It's got the backspin that's on there is negligible, 97 versus 100. It has more utility, but the ball guide is definitely.
You know how you talk about the
So
claw
I'm at
all the time,
minimum
it's a
club.
utility club.
So the 2 per ring.
The Falcon's like the claw on steroids.
So it's 2 per ring, and it's 1.8. So I'm going to do a 1 ring pull. All I got to do is hit this perfect, and this is in the hole, buddy.
Well, do that.
Hitting it perfect. That sucker's in the hole. That sucker's in the hole. It's in the hole. It's in the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there.
Christ. What the fuck did I walk into? I mean, sorry, streamers.
No, dude. The deal about playing down here in these lower tours is that it's all those little. I love playing the lower tours because they're a lot of fun. Because it's all about making those little teeny minute wind adjustments. That's why if you're a brand new player and you're playing down here, if you make those little teeny wind adjustments, you can really see how effective the wind ring method is. So as you go up, the only difference is the bigger winds, and you're already used to taking wind out. I mean, what's the difference between a 1.7 wind and a 5 wind? A couple extra rings of maneuver. If you made a great wind adjustment, you made a great wind adjustment.
Well, I'm going to go 0.7 on this.
How come you're not using your app?
Because we're playing friendlies. Oh shit! I came up short. I'm playing the out way.
Hey, no, I gotta get. No, that's the deal.
Look at how easy this. Let's put this up here. Let me put my. Let me tell your viewers what the Falcon is, because.
What is the Falcon? I don't even know. I'm gonna go look at what is a Falcon. A Falcon's a short iron.
The Falcon is a 65% accurate, right?
Yep.
So how many rings is that, buddy?
65. So 50 would be 2, and then you would take off 3, so it'd be 1.7. It'd be a 1.7 club. So the deal is what is your? I'll bet you right now that your Guardian is probably in that same range. So you could have clubs. So 1.7, that means 3 rings is 5.1. So I always think of 3 rings as 5. And 5 rings, a full ring set at 1.7, what would be 5? And then 3.5 would be 8.5 for a full ring set. So you got 1.7, 5, 8.5. That's got great ball guide. I mean, no, that Falcon's got some stuff. I just have my Hornet up to where it's 100% accurate, and it's got 4.1 ball guide. So, but that Falcon has definitely got some numbers.
That Falcon, and this is what I do. And please, if anybody's watching this, don't do it unless you play with it a lot. Please don't. But what I do is I play it at a 50% club, and then I add 10% wind adjustment to what I think the wind adjustment should be. And it works out really good. Don't ask me why it works out. The math doesn't work out. But
well, that's how I play my rough irons and my sand wedges. I play them at half their accuracy. So when they're 100% accurate at max club, they're only 50% accurate. But when they get to mid club, when they're at mid club, they play like a normal club. So if you're at mid club, then so like a max Nirvana plays at 2 per ring instead of 1 per ring, even though it's 100% accurate. But when it gets to mid club, it plays at 4 per ring. So it's back to being 100% accurate when it gets to mid club. And so that's why I always say that the rough irons and the sand wedges are the most accurate clubs in your bag when you're close, because they get their range is so big that they get super accurate when they're up close.
Yeah. But what I do.
But their accuracy is measured reversely. Instead of it being like 1 per ring, each ring is a smaller number. Yeah. It's the rings represent a bigger pool. So like a like a 2 mile an hour wind pull when it's 4 per ring is not very much movement. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I got to do it. And I think it's about, I think I'm going to put on 1.5 backspin or 1 1/4 of backspin. Okay. So at rest, my white ring on the transition between the sand and that cut of rough, almost clipping that tree. I'm going to take the wind out, and this takes out any direction. I think I got all of it. Now let's see if I got that backspin right.
Well, that's as much as you could have hooked it. So
no, I think it needed to be like maybe 1 topspin. There's a number down there. It's only like 1 topspin or 1 backspin, and if you get that right, you're on the green and 1. I do that shot all the time. Like in tournament play, I come at it from the other side because you can be on and 1 and you have a lot more control over your ball. But in one-on-one play, that's the only way I play this hole is with that max horsepower hook shot and a Titan. And I was going up against a headwind there, and that's why it didn't. It never works out when you're going against headwinds.
I have no idea. Seems like about a 1 ring pull. There's a 20% over adjustment here from up here. I know that for sure. So
you must hit from up here all the time.
I do.
I hit from behind it and on it and in the hole. Look at that. Yeah. Oh my gosh, putting the pressure on me. I talking smack on the last 2 holes, and now you're warming up.
See, so 1.7 at 20 is going to get you around like pretty close to 2, give or take, and then add on 10%, and then just go half that and 1 ring, call it a day. That's kind of my theory on that, but I play so much without the ball guides or without the app that you get a feel for it, actually, to be honest with you. As much as it is numbers, you get a feel for the club and the hole. And that might not go.
That might not go unless I hit it perfect. If I hit it perfect, I would have been in the hole. That's the deal. Can't miss those shots. Either you hit perfect or they don't go in the hole. Oh! Now I let you catch up one. All right, bitch. All right, I got you. Go. I feel how it's gonna, I feel how it is. You're not just gonna give them all to me. I see how it is.
No, I got serious all of a sudden. Oh my God, Parc de Paris, this hole. Oh my God.
Are we playing a Parc? Is Parc de Paris in Tour 2? Wow.
It turns out it is.
I guess it is.
Are we playing Tour 3 maybe?
No, I think we're playing Tour 2.
I thought we were playing 2.
Oh, maybe we are on 3. I want to play this like I do in the tournament.
Well, all right. You got a perfect win for this. Playing it with it. Okay.
I'm trying to get up in between the second and the third shadow up there where the lamppost shadow comes out is my target area. Right? See it? Right there. Right in between those two. That's the spot right there.
Good shot, buddy.
And if I have a Guardian in my bag, and I think I do have a Guardian in my bag, I can walk it right to the cup. I love this hole. This is an awesome shot for Appleby right here.
Can't make it.
No, it takes an extra mile. You can do the bounce over from the other side and get to almost exactly the same spot with a Marlin and a big topper. but the second shot sucks with a marlin. Hitting it perfect. Look at that.
See how that works out. Not enough curl. Oh, enough curl.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
You're right there in that spot. That's the spot to be in. I don't know what that shot's going to look like with a katana with a 2-power ball, because the whole deal is that there's a window right here. So I got my Guardian, and I've got this little teeny window. And if I can land on the side with the green, then I can come at it from below, where you're actually putting on some left-hand side spin and trying to walk that shot up to the cup.
You know, I make this eagle with the Saturn and the backbone more from that little lower fairway because I screw up the drive than I do with the putt. It's a fact. You're basically playing your wood the exact way I play my long iron from a different spot. Like, I'm gonna have to go bouncy. I can tell right now. Maybe rough bump.
Hitting it perfect. Let's see if we can get it in the hole. I think I got my distance wrong because I don't have a really good ball guide there. I think in a tournament I bring a sniper because you got better ball guide. But the whole deal there is if you can come at it from that angle, you can come at it low on the hole and put on left or right hand side spin so that you're at the bottom of the ridge. It's like that other hole we were playing. Instead of trying to involve the hillside and drop down to the cup, you come at it from the bottom and you try and drive straight to the cup. If you miss this shot, or if people overhit this shot all the time where they have to come at it from the upper side, and if they have to come at it from the upper side, it drops off really steep to the right. See what I'm talking about, Dale? Yeah. You better put some backspin on that. What the fuck are you thinking?
Good because that wind's going to, if I can hit it perfect, it should be really
okay,
close.
I got you. I see what you're saying.
This should be really close, I think.
No, that was pretty close. That was pretty close for that shot setup and stuff. That was good. No, that's the whole way to play right there, is you're playing for eagle.
It's so hard to imagine how much, like when you're doing an overpower shot, into a headwind especially, it's so hard to judge. Oh my God. It's so hard to judge where the wind's going to affect it because you're trying to imagine it, right? Like,
yeah, but I do those max overpower shots with the Guardian all the time because you can do the max overpower backspin shot. So like you push it all the way forward in the shot, so you're all the way into power, and you put the backspin on it. So you're setting the shot up so that it's with all the backspin in it, and then you're going to let the wind like push it off of that. And the deal is you won't make those shots. You'll make it like maybe once in 100 it'll fucking go in, but the other 99 times out of 100 you're on the green or you're on the fringe. You make your putt, you make your chip, and you move on down the road. You're going to do the rough bump. What win number do you do here? Do you do 20%, 10%? What's the win number that you do?
Right here?
Yeah.
10%.
10%.
With Mr. Saturn. So 3-3, so we're going to go.
Well, 1-9 would leave you 1-4, and that's basically 3/4. So it's ringing 3/4.
We're going to go 1-8.
Yeah, 1-8, 1.8, 1.75, ringing 3/4.
That worked.
In the hole. Oh my gosh! Now we're playing horse, so I have to take the same shot. Is that the deal? No, I mean if you get a hole in one, I got to take the same shot. So I mean it obviously works. So let's see if I can do it. Let's see if my red lines are such that I can do it.
Oh, okay. You got
yeah.
You're gonna be just shy of max anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, you got a slightly bigger ball, so you're at like probably 70, probably 80%. I don't think it's going to matter that much. If you just get it up there and get it going towards a hole, it's going to go in. So
It's 2.3 and you had it on 10%, so that's 2.5, 2.6.
So I would go.
And I'm at 100% accurate club, so it's 2.6.
2-4.
Now we just got to hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. See if we can get in the cup. See if we can force a shootout. Shootout. Ooh.
Get in the hole.
Oh.
Wow. You actually missed it by 1 ring, which I'm surprised with. I thought you actually adjusted that perfect.
That's why I think it was a 20% wind adjustment. So I mean that's not a whole big deal at that level, but it like a 20% wind adjustment. Have you ever had that happen? I've had that happen several times where I was in a shootout and I got a hole in one and my opponent got a hole in one. I had it happen one time where my opponent got a hole in one, I got a hole in one. And then the next time when we started, I got up first and I shot a hole in one, and then my opponent shot a hole in one, and then they beat me in the third shootout. And then I've had it happen where I shot a hole in one and then my opponent beat me. They got a hole in one and then they beat me. I'm going to use, oh my gosh, big topper, kingmaker, transition between the sand and the rough. Take the wind out. It's 2 miles per hour per ring. Let's work the ball. We need about 3.5 side spin. And all the top spin we can put on.
All right, so we're playing horse, eh? All right. I think you're going to be left, but yeah. This is such a tough shot.
If we were in tournament play, we would work. No, that shot right there is easy to get on with a Nirvana. The deal is it doesn't matter if you fail in the rough on that side over there. If you got a Nirvana in your bag, you're on. But that shot right there with the big topper is the shot that we take in tournament play on this hole. And we tighten that up as the week goes on with the wind. And we're in the deal. So you can actually end up in the fairway up there and you're going at it with a long iron. Come on, Buster. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh my God, I hit a tree. The tree.
I'm going to actually take this with my finger.
Well, you're in no danger. I'm in the water, so I think I hit the tree. I'm not sure. Nice shot. Slow down. That's okay.
Now I'll have to take a long putt.
Yeah. We're going to play this one a little bit different. We're going to play this one with a rock 7.
Is he out with me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be right back. You keep playing.
We'll wait till the last minute so Otter can get back.
Yep.
The last second. Here we go.
Come on. Hey.
Oh man, hit the fucking lamppost! What are the chances of hitting the lamppost on that fucking shot? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to curse on your stream, but just sink this, please. Oh my God! I hit the tree. I singled the tree, and then I hit the lamppost.
Oh my gosh, dude. Playing for minimum score. Come on, man.
I should have said I've never hit that. I didn't know a lamppost were playing for Christ's sake.
No, I looked for him here, and I'm like,
Oh, I gotta
he
hit
was
it.
just right here, and he didn't come out. So I went to the door and opened the door and looked outside and didn't see him.
He went somewhere, buddy.
Well, he was in here, but when I opened the door and I went in the house, then he ran outside and he ran over to that pile.
See, I don't know if you guys saw that. I set it up right beside that red tree. Right beside the red tree there. That was my vantage point. I've never destroyed a hole. That's as bad as I've ever destroyed a hole. I cannot believe I hit the post, the lamp post.
Hey.
I was so excited when I hit that too. It was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like way down there. I can tie him.
Well, that's the deal on these holes is that once you start ending up in one bad area, you go from one bad area to another bad area.
Well, that's why I never played. Like in the tournament, and you're asking me today about what about power slices, Dale, in the tournament. I'm going, I just don't see the advantage. Like, and I don't. If I can make them with regular shots, I just don't play them, you know. But I like this hole. This hole is fun.
I like this hole if you end up in the right spot. There's a spot that you can end up in down here, where if you look at the topography on the green, there's a track, like a little valley track that runs right up to the cup. And if you can get out there, there's a certain spot you can get out there where you can go right up that valley. So the trajectory to the cup is real flat. But if you're typically you'll end up that you have to hit it on the left-hand side, and then you got to go down the hill to the cup, and it makes an irregular bounce. And you were like right on it.
I think this should be good. I think. But we're gonna find out pretty damn quick. No. The extra mile.
No, that shot works. That shot works. But you're more on the side that I was talking about, where you got to engage that hill. It's hard to get down there and be in like the absolute right spot because it wants to scoot when it gets down there. So
yeah, if you go too far, it tends to end up in the sand.
It tends to end up in the sand if you go too far.
It goes up. I was watching I don't know if you saw that, but I was watching my ball guy glitch in there. I was going, no, I don't want the glitch. Don't give me the glitch. Oh, I realized we were playing Marlins. Shit. Okay. I cheated this hole.
No, that's okay. I can play. I don't mind playing this hole with Marlon. It puts me right where you're at, right?
Did you put curl on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I aimed up towards the rough, and then I put right hand curl so that it didn't matter where I hit that ball. The ball is going to go to the right. I opened up the entire fairway. Fairway to green, man. I don't think I've ever done the little bounce over. But you can see right there. You can see right there on that green. That's a great picture. That little trough that runs in there. If you can ride down that trough, if you're out there at just the right angle, you can go right down that trough, right at the cup, and you don't have to involve those hills. It funnels it.
We're gonna go 1.5 rings. I don't know. Probably less than that. But
what club was that? That was a Kingfisher. Kingfisher is 1.8. Was that a Kingfisher that you were using?
No, that doesn't matter. It's in the hole. We hit the funnel.
Oh, you shot that. You did hit the. Hey, you made that shot wrong.
Exactly. Why didn't you show me the proper adjustments?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The deal is maybe he did,
So
but it was obviously whatever he did was right.
Amy was actually watching this. I was pitching to our buddy here earlier tonight that I'll hit a ball perfect, and I'll go in the hole, and people will send me messages on my stream and say, "You hit that wrong." And I go like, "It's in the hole." You're crazy. But anyway, yeah, because that was like 25% club, give or take.
So I'm at half club. It's 1.75. So that's 2 rings, and I think I'm going to do a little teeny bit of an adjustment because I'm off on the left-hand side. It's going to make an irregular bounce. And it'll really make an irregular bounce now because I hit it great to the left. Fucking perfect was in the hole. Damn it! Oh!
I'll be honest with you. I thought you were going to be farther left than that.
No, the deal is that it takes an irregular bounce. It takes an irregular bounce there when it hits that hill. It takes an irregular bounce to the right, so I pulled it off to the left even more to make up for that.
Okay.
Because I've shot that. I coming into that hole. That's why when we're in tournament play, I'm like super big. There's a certain spot out there, like literally, like if you're at 325 to 329, you're in the perfect spot. If you hit any more than that, you're actually engaging the hill sloping down on the right. And if you're any shorter than that, you're on the hill going down to the left. In that spot, you got a perfect shot right down the middle.
I don't know, I seem to be frozen here, but.
Here. For some reason, it kicked me out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't open up the chest.
I'm gonna open up all all these chests that are in here so I can make sure I've got 4 slots for you. I'm thinking positive. Where the hell are you at?
Well, there you are.
Oh, I see. You want me?
Oh my God! You just been back.
Oh, it's 4-3. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you got me, buddy.
Here, what? Okay. West Coast.
Oh, it's 4-3 for me. Oh, I'm the king.
Was it 4-3? Was it 4-3 for you or 4-3 for me?
I thought it was 4-3 for you, but then I just looked when it popped up and it said, right on, it's close.
It's close.
All right, I'm doing out shot against him.
Yeah. So orange ring. I was a little farther than I wanted to be. I need to be out maybe a third of my orange ring. 1-4. Picking out that little bit of side wind on the green and 1. And I didn't get all of it, so that's going to put me more towards the sand on the other side. I didn't get all of it. That's the problem with those max overpower hook shots. If you don't get them all, if you don't get it all, it's bad.
We're gonna go Marlin.
Marlin.
We're gonna go full.
Now you got an extra mile. There you go. Ring and a half off the transitional surface.
I'm gonna use yours. I'm gonna go blue. That seemed to work last time.
That's 2 full ring. That's 2 full rings. That's 2 full rings in the fairway and the blue on the rough.
Yeah, because of that 1 mile an hour wind or 0.9, if you guys want to get technical, we're just gonna pull it in that half a ring.
And that got all of it. That's the deal on all of it, and you're on a 1.
That is so deep, though.
No,
okay.
no, because they cut this green on the greenskeepers cut this green against the grain. So as you're going down that hill, you're actually losing speed. You'd think you'd be picking up speed, but you lose speed. And so it's not a bad deal going down that green, and you'll end up right there. Like you think that you're going to be long.
That's the key. Like, so you get an easy chip.
Yeah, you get an easy. Would you rather take that chip or any other shot? I mean, I'd rather take that chip.
I'd take that over some putts on this green.
I'd take that over the shot that I'm having to take right here. I'll take that shot every day and twice on Sundays. 2-4. I'm at about max club, and that's about a ring.
I think you need a backspin on this, but I could be wrong. The sucker funnel's so harsh.
Hitting it perfect. It does, but I think I want it to roll. I'd rather be long and roll past the cup on my trajectory.
Oh, you came in just right or left, sorry. a bad shot though, bud. Both things considered.
But your
That's
shot,
the top
hey,
shot.
but would you rather be taking any shot out there other than that shot right there, and you did it with a marlin, and you learned how to do that max overpower hook in one try because you had a spot already? So for like our viewers that are out there, and we come up with a spot like that, and it's like, hey, go to this spot and take this shot. Bam, you're in the hole. You're on the green making a putt every single time in 1-on-1. That's a shot that this is a hole that you can win with that shot. That's a winning shot. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are going to bring out a bigger ball or that know that shot, but anybody who doesn't know that shot, they just lost that hole. You're on and one. And then you miss your putt, your chip intentionally for your buddy that's on the phone with you.
Well, because I think it's important. If people are watching this, let's do a shootout because I think that's more important than.
Well, now we're even. I spotted you one earlier, so now we're even.
Yeah. I think it was on the same hole, even.
I think it was.
I think it was on the same hole, so we're even, yeah.
Yeah, that's the shot right there.
I'm not, I don't even know what the thing is called.
But we got the same shootout hole that we had before, so.
Okay, but I'm going to play this so different because I actually have the right club on.